Oh shit. Yeah, I'm great.
Austin, in the less than a second when you get set to take a charge before a player and especially an athlete like Johnson come into you, how do you kind of ready yourself mentally, knowing that pain is coming?
Well, last year that didn't turn out too good for me, as I'm sure y'all all remember when he dunked on me here. But it's really just try to make a winning play. It's not gonna feel good. I don't think any charge has ever felt good, but you do it to help your team, and that's really it.
JJ had mentioned that he relayed at halftime he wasn't thrilled with some of the specific game plan prep stuff that you guys had all talked about as a team, but yet you still had some decent control over the game throughout. Does that represent to you still some kind of upside where you're not executing great in certain aspects, but you're still playing well overall?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with him. I don't feel like we played a good first half of basketball, but we were still winning. And when you do that, you can, take things that you were doing well to have that lead, and then you stack it on top of the things that you could do better. And that's when you become a dangerous team. You win games that you're not, technically supposed to win, or you feel like you didn't play good enough to win, and then you turn around and you try to go play a perfect game, and you just continue to grow and get better.
Austin, you guys are in fourth right now in the West. I know we're a long way out from the finish line, but in your time here with the Lakers, you guys have been in that play-in. Has that been a stated goal at all in this locker room to avoid that, to try to give your guy as much seeding help as possible in the regular season?
I mean, I think it hasn't been talked about. Like, let's get out of the play-in game. But I think it's a collective goal to win as many games as you can.
I just mean in terms of pour even more maybe into the regular season then.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I think, I feel like I can speak for everybody when I say that, you attack every game to win the game. I know you're not saying that we don't, but, in the past, fighting to get in the playing game, it is draining, and you feel like you go into playoff mode, a month early just to, get in that position. Then obviously when you're in that play and you play one of the top teams in the West, and it's a tough way to do it. But I mean, I think it's tough regardless. I think any team that wins in the playing games is going to be a good team regardless of what they play. It's always going to be a good series.
JJ talked to us in here a while ago about not wanting this to be a good team, but wanting it to be a great team. And I'm sure he's told you guys pretty much the same thing. How far is this team from greatness?
I mean, we're a ways, to be honest with you. But everybody's working in the right direction to becoming that. He said that at halftime tonight. He was like, he came in, basically said that he was disappointed in some of the, game plan discipline stuff. And then when we was about to go out, he was like, basically, the reason I'm saying that is because I want to be a great team. I don't want to just be a good team. And, adding Doe and Shake, it's going to take time for them to, really, 100%, understand everything that we're trying to do. I feel like they've done a great job these last two games, but, we've thrown them in the fire, and they're kind of out there just playing hard right now. And once they, fully understand exactly what we're doing, as long as everybody else learning to play with them, it's going to be, good for us. And, you always strive to be great.
Austin, for the French media, what is the key of the longevity of LeBron, according to you?
The longevity of what?
Of LeBron James, to be able to play at 40. What is the key of that?
That's a LeBron question. I mean, I see the work that he puts in every single day to, do what he does. He's always doing treatment, always, bettering himself somehow. I asked him last night after the game, kind of, how he would attack a back-to-back, and it was a lot of treatment and a lot of rest and eating right and doing the right thing. So, if anybody wants to better themselves in that aspect, I think he's the model citizen of what that looks like, and he's open to answering questions. I've done it for 4 years, picking his brain on what I can do to be better. But yeah, he's incredible and took over the game in the fourth quarter.
So, Austin, how you're starting to draw the other team's top defender? You got Dyson Daniels, maybe an all defensive player this year. How has that been for you? The experience of how have you felt about it? How is it? How have you processed it? Obviously there were a lot of turnovers tonight. How's it going? Basically?
Yeah, I mean, I sit in here, I think it was 2-3 games ago, and I talked about, I'm going to go through growing pains of having this usage, having this responsibility. I've had it in the past, but not for, the length of time that, I'm going to have it now. And, I said the other night that, I'm going to continue to learn and get better. Obviously, he's a hell of a defender. He's physical. He grabs, pulls, in ways that he gets away with it. And, if people want to become a good defensive player, you need to watch him because he's disciplined. He does the right things. He's got active hands. And, it's not like going into the game I didn't know any of that. But, I just did a poor job of taking care of the ball. And, like I said, I'll watch the film and, get better from that.
Austin, my question is more about you. You have always been like a really good player, but lately you have been like stepping up and play in an unselfish way. So I want to know if you think that something changed or if you're just getting more and more confident.
I just, I've really enjoyed, the way, we've played basketball the last, 10 or so games. Not that I wasn't before, but, I feel like everybody's in a good rhythm. Everybody feels good. Everybody's touching the ball and it's moving. Everybody's making the swing when you have the opportunity. It's just unselfish basketball, and that's the way you need to play. Yeah, but it's not about me, and it's about everybody putting me in positions to be successful. The coaching staff, players, obviously making shots, and I'm kind of just out there passing it to the open person. But like I said, it's not about me. It's about the collective group that we have, and continuing to try to play the game the right way. And obviously, Bron and AD, helped me in so many ways that the average basketball fan probably doesn't see. So sometimes my life is a lot easier than what it probably really seems with them two out there and everybody else as well.
Thanks, Austin.
Thank you.